Every single one of us has hidden treasures buried inside us, even though we're earthen vessels. And God is stepping back, has already created us, put it inside us, and is looking at how we are going to uncover and make it useful to the world. And I have given you and I just 5 questions to help us uncover that which is within us, so that just by March, we are not frustrated with the goals that cannot be achieved and throw it out. Hi, and Happy New Year. Oh my goodness. I can't believe 2024 has rolled over already. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas and a break during this holiday season. Welcome to another episode of The Eden's Gem. It's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for jumping in this new year with us. If this is your first time coming across this episode, I want to also welcome you and wish you a very happy, blessed, and healthy new year. Like we always like to do, this is brought to you by 2 teams here. Eyes Have Not Seen, which is our producing executive management team, and then Blessed Production, who is what is brings it's a new year. I shouldn't be doing this, right? But hey, these are the things that makes you know that this is real. We're human. But let's try that again. Blessed Production, who is the mastermind and the brain behind this. So we want to give out a shout out to them. We want to also wish them a prosperous 2024, that the business will thrive and that they will bring us more and more joy this new year. Listen, for those that are not aware, I am Annette Day. I wear many hats, but this is what really gives me joy. As much as I live in the United States, I am a Ghanaian, West African through and through. And culturally, when we're about to celebrate something of joy, we decide to wear white as a means of celebration. Hey, that's why I decided to enter this new year with my joyous color and celebration. So shout out to all the Ghanaians that joined me, but shout out to everyone as well. So today, as a new year begins, there is a quote that I came across that really blessed me. For those that know me a little bit, I love to audit my life. I like to ask myself some questions, but I'm really a person that love quotes. I believe that once I come across a quote, it inspires me to really dig deep in and to unearth certain things. So this quote here is by Elizabeth Gilbert, and it says this: "The universe buries strange jewels deep within us all, and then stands back to see if we can find them. The hunt to uncover those jewels, that's creative living. The courage to go on that hunt in the first place, that's what separates a mundane existence from a more enchanted one." A beautiful quote. Now let's take it apart as we start off the new year. This is my personal conviction. Every single one of us are treasures. The Bible calls us earthen vessels with treasures buried inside. And unfortunately, a lot of us go through life not able to discover, or like I like to say, uncover that jewel, as Elizabeth calls it, or as we call it here, the gem. And so, as we're about to start off 2024, this new year, I believe, like she says here, that the universe varies, but we know that it's not just the universe, but God that created us has these talents and giftings and beautiful gems buried inside us. And it takes us to go on a quest to uncover or discover that which is buried within us. And that is my goal for 2024. And I pray that it will be your goal as well. So, what does she say? That after the universe has put it in us, but you and I know God has put it in us, then I believe God steps back and puts us here on earth and give us a garden as he did with Adam and Eve, give us a place, maybe a job opportunity, a family, a community for us to now dig deep in and, and uncover that which we are buried in. But how do we do that? For me, I believe that to answers are discovered with questions. If there are no questions, there will not be answers. A lot of us are going about looking for answers to live a life that is worthy of emulating or a life that is worthy of fulfillment. And we are on this quest looking for answers, but we cannot derive at answers without questions. And so this year, as we're starting off, a lot of us are going to set up goals, New Year's resolutions. But how about we do things a little bit different now? How about we do things because research shows the majority of New Year's resolutions are dropped at least by March. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to uncover this beautiful gem and just put it on the roadside and just throw it out as if nothing significant is going to come out of our life. And so, in this first episode in this new year, I want us to really horn in on the power of powerful questions. There is a coach that I love, love, love. Her name is Valerie Burton. And Valerie Burton says something that is very powerful and profound. She uses PQ, and PQ means powerful questions. So, to start off the year on a good note and to discover or uncover the gems and treasures within us and around us, we must come up with what I have called dynamite excavating tools. DET. Dynamite excavating tools. And basically, in a nutshell, those are just questions. Questions that will excavate the gem and the beautiful life that we want to see. Instead of just setting New Year's goals, start off with an audit and uncover the treasures that lies within with these dynamite excavating tools, i.e., questions. I just had to give it a fancy name, questions. So there are 5 key questions that I want us to ask ourselves this year. Instead of just sitting down and say, this year, I'm going to lose weight. This year, I'm going to make more money. This year, I'm going to do this. And then try and frame it. Those of us that have gone a little bit a notch up, we now change it into what we call SMART goals so that we can measure it. But how about we just really audit and say, ask ourselves some questions using these excavating tools that I believe will pull more out other than just setting goals of eating healthy, making more money, and etc. So, question number 1, what do I want to do this year? Don't set a goal that says that I am going to lose weight. Say this year, what do I want to do? What do I want to do with my life? And once you have the answer to that, then the steps to take to get to that end goal becomes easier than just setting goals. So that's question number 1. What do I want to do this year? Question number 2, we're talking about dynamite excavating tools because that will pull out more. Question number 2, when do I want to get this thing done? When? I have a system where what I want to get done, I break it down. I break it down so that by the end of the year, I'm not overwhelmed. So the when part is, okay, this is what I want to get done. Example, I want to make a global impact by maybe providing meals for, let's say, 1,000 widows or orphans, right? I have to ask myself, when do I have to have this done? By the end of this year, December 31st, 2024. Then I have to now, that helps me say, okay, if it's 1,000 and I break it into 4, then every quarter of 2024, my target will be to feed 250. 250 seems a little bit more less and less overwhelming than to set off to say, oh, this year I'm going to do 1,000. And then come December 30th, I have not been able to do anything. Right? So, what do I want to do? When do I want to do it? And question number 3 is, where do I need to be in order to get this done? So, physical location, if I say that I'm going to do it in Africa, I need to be in Africa. If I say I'm going to do it in Asia, I have to have a where. Where do I need to be? And that where is a physical location, but it's also where do I need to be spiritually, emotionally, financially in order to execute this, what I want to get done. Number four, excavating question number four is what do I, or who, sorry, who do I need to partner with? Who do I need to learn from? Who do I need to network with? Who? Who is going to help me? Who do I need to partner with if I'm going to feed orphans? If it's a country that I'm not familiar with, that this is the first time I'm going there, is there an organization already in place? If it is that I want to get this business going, who is already in that industry that I can learn from? Are they already on the social media? Who can I follow on Instagram? Whose videos do I need to watch? Whose schooling do I need to attend? Right? You get me. And so these dynamite excavating tools will take you deeper instead of just my goal is to make a difference in the world. And then lastly, I like to do things in threes or five. So I had to come up with five questions. And the last question, which is one of my favorite, is who do I want to become or to be known for this year? And I like to add this season and beyond. I don't just look at life in years. I know we all get excited 2024 is coming. I don't look at it as a year. I look at it as a season. And a season can be 3 months, a season can be 6 months, a season can be a year, so that I'm not bound by time and getting frustrated, right? So seasons, I live in a country where there are 4 seasons, and you can't say, okay, it's definitely spring is definitely from April to, it can be a little bit earlier, a little bit later, so that we don't have the constraint of time. So this is our New Year's first episode. What are your dynamite excavating tools to really pull out the gem that is within you? Again, every single one of us has hidden treasures buried inside us, even though we're earthen vessels. And God is stepping back, has already created us, put it inside us, and is looking at how we are going to uncover and make it useful to the world. And I have given you and I just 5 questions to help us uncover that which is within us, so that just by March, we are not frustrated with the goals that cannot be achieved and throw it out. God bless you. I will see you in the next episode. Again, Happy New Year, and I hope this year brings us blessings, health, and wellness.